Hi everybody, sorry about the lighting. I'm at work right now in the break room, so it's a little dark in here. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of my responsibilities. My first in my life includes my children. Sierra is 16, Damien is 13, and Junior is 3. When I found out that I was pregnant when I was 16 years old, I was actually a senior in high school at that point. Thankfully, I decided the year prior that I was going to graduate early at 16. But anyways, when I found out I was pregnant, I knew that I was going to have some really big responsibilities because I knew that I was going to be a single parent. That's another story for another time. So, but thankfully I had a mom who was very supportive when we were little, had to be a single parent herself for a little while, and made sure that we had everything that we needed, even with the little income that she made. Back then, I think minimum wage was like $4 something an hour, and that's not very much. She raised us on her own after her and my dad actually got divorced after 16 years of marriage, and then he passed away shortly after. So I knew that I would have to meet those type of responsibilities in order to raise my own children. Next, my second responsibility is school. I decided about 6 years to go back to school. I decided that I was going to get my associate's degree in science. Didn't know where I was going to go yet, but then I finally decided that nursing was going to be the next thing that I did. It took me about 6 years on and off just going through life and balancing that with work and school. And so that was my second responsibility and continues to be today. Here I am. I've made even bigger sacrifices now in order to make sure that I do pass these courses and I can graduate and gain the knowledge I need to pass the NCLEX. So, in my life, as I mentioned earlier, my mom is the most responsible person I know, aside from my stepdad. These two individuals took on the responsibility of continuing to take care of us when my dad passed away when I was 14 years old. There were 4 of us. My brother was 17 at the time, my oldest brother. My other brother was 15, I was 14, actually I just turned 14, and my sister was 12. There could have been a lot of different choices that they could have made for us and for themselves. They could have been selfish and not taken on the responsibility of continuing to provide us with what they could. I can thankfully say that we all graduated high school. A couple of us have done college. My sister is the only college graduate right now. I will be the second in my family, thankfully. But either way, if it weren't for them, then I would not be where I'm at today with the motivation and the personality that I have. I have a little bit of that to contribute to them. Now, as far as the irresponsible person, right now I'd have to say that's me. Although I've been responsible in so many ways to get where I am today, I have been completely irresponsible with my priorities and what needs to be done first. I can make better choices in the way that I spend my time, including the amount of time that I spend here at my job, which is multiple hours, more than what I should be right now in nursing school. Excuse me. And that's in comparison to the amount of time that I should be studying. I say this because I'm doing right now what's right for the present time, but this is not going to help me at all for the long term. But, you know, I'm used to sacrifices, and that's what I'm doing right now. But that is something that I continue to remind myself every day, that I need to continue to work on this in order to be successful and to get to that graduation in February. So, well, that's it. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.